Well, good day. My name is Trai Williams. My group, we've done this game called Plat 2D. It's basically a platform scroller, a 2D platform scroller, a time map. What I'm going to talk about mainly is about there's a menu test or the start menu, which is supposed to, where a window should pop up and then you click start, and when you click start it transitions into the actual gameplay. So what I'm going to talk about is what each method in each um, method and instances are talking about, and then I'm going to talk about it line by line to give it a more in-depth explanation. So what we're going to start off is with the packages that are all the way at the top, which is like we all know that it's necessary for the menu class. We have different API, we have the AWT, the swing, those are APIs, and we have different libraries that will assist us in creating the window and help the game to run. So let's start off by line 9, or I should say line 9. So line 9 declares the private game manager which holds the instances for the game manager instances, I should say. As you can see in this class, they have the game manager instances right here. Moving on to the other one. Now we're moving on to line 12, or I should say line 12, well, line 11 all the way down to line 27, where we have the game menu. Right? So the game menu, it sets the title, and the title of the game menu will be at the top left of the window, and it also set the size, and the size of that window should be small, right? And the set default close operation, to explain this, is about, okay, when you run the game and the window pops up and you close back the window, technically it's not closed or it's not terminated properly, it's still running in the back, right? So to actually terminate the window, we need this to actually close the window down. And what this explains is like, okay, what it does is set the window, when you run it, it sets the window in the center. My screen is big, so it might set it somewhere in the left or to a different monitor or somewhere different. So yes, that's about setting up the frame, setting up the window, setting up the menu, the name, the title, the size, and everything. So what we're gonna do is move on to the actual start button. Right? So what line 19 all the way down to 27 is talking about is actually creating the start button. Now that we have the window, we need to put the start button in the window. So we have J button dot start button equal new J button dot start. What this says that it should be able, you should be able to see the button on the window, and then you should be able to click the button, which have the action event, which we're gonna talk later down here. But what it does is it creates it creates the start button, and like it adds an action listener to it, and then it also adds the JPanel to it as well. As I said, I mentioned JPanel down here, and then set visible to true. Set visible to true, meaning like, okay, we're gonna get to see everything that we've created above to be there. Now we're moving on to the action perform. Okay. Now what the action perform does is it handles the action event, especially with the mouse or button click. Meaning like we're gonna use the mouse basically to like click the start button. And once you click the start button, it's supposed to bring us to the game. Alright? So when the start button is clicked, it creates a new instances of the game manager class, and then start the game by calling it run method and hides the menu window. Basically, that's what this action perform should do. Oh, and it also, and I don't think I mentioned it to it. I think I don't mention it as well, but it also is implemented from the action listener interface, which should be up here. I put it there, but and then the main is basically just there for like to display the start menu. Basically, we need to have it there so you can actually see the menu. So let's give it like a quick run, and then once I run it, you're gonna see the everything that I'm talking about, and then we're gonna start talking about the issues that we have in what we're trying to implement with this. So I'm gonna click run. Okay, so the start button popped up on my other monitor. So let me just I dragged it right here. So let me just stretch it. Now you can see the start button, right? You see that it's highlighted. You see that there's some form of action or some form of user interface being played. That's due to the action listener that picks up on the mouse and the mouse action, I should say. So what I'm gonna do is press start. You press start and it brings up another window, but it doesn't show the game. And as you can tell, we have a lot of issues down here. So in the next video, what I'm gonna do is talk about, I'm not gonna talk about all of them, I'm just gonna talk about the main one that we faced.